very much on the rise, and there is certainly this fear factor around that at the moment.
The management briefed analysts and said that they are looking at ways to recoup their market share.
The starts in the green. We're up close to around 20 points.
India is standing out in the global situation, both from a capital flows as well as FDI flows perspective.
We would like to publish the results, the consolidated, which is the requirement of SEBI, and that will be done pretty soon.
The headline index levels haven't made a new high, but the markets have been very, very narrow.
One of the biggest advantages that GFS will come with is truckloads of capital. If you were to really take the 6% stake that they hold in Reliance Industries Limited, that at current market value is closer to about 1 trillion rupees or a lakh crore.
The time to buy Paytm right now with a target of almost 1,055 odd rupees.
PVR has opened 12 screens at the Lulu Mall in Trivandrum, and with this, the PVR presence in Trivandrum has grown to 14 screens in 2 properties.
It's a 5th generation hybrid. That's the latest that Toyota has. And I think you're going to see spectacular performance in terms of fuel efficiency, emissions, and safety.
Market's absolutely flat.
All right, that was the day so far. You're with us here on what is an absolutely flat day in the market. Guys, hi, good afternoon. And Nigel is here. Mangalam is with us from the newsroom floor, and we've positioned him in the newsroom so we can get Mangalam's full vocal abilities on full display.
I think you do that on purpose, Prashant. You know, when the days, the markets are absolutely flat, at the start of the show, you say that you'll have to sing, so that way people are tuned to the end of the show, hoping that I will sing, and turns out maybe I don't sing.
You're the attraction, Mangalam. And hope floats, as they say, right? So
yeah, hope. I would hope that I'm the attraction. That's the hope that floats right now.
But you're singing today, right?
Well, we don't know. We'll wait and watch.
That's the whole point, right? It's anticipation.
That's happening today.
So in terms of markets, nothing is happening. That much we can say, because it's absolutely flat as they come. And it's been that way for bulk of the session now. So flat, I think we got to about 18,535 or so, which was the high point. And then the markets kind of cooled off once again. So 18,495, just under it. Small caps are doing well. There is real estate, perhaps autos, etc. So there is bits and pieces of action here and there. Market breadth is positive as a result of that. 2:1 advances to declines in favor of advances. I guess the wait for the new all-time high, which is about 100 points out, 110 points out, that continues. Maybe that wait will sort of we'll have to get to the next week, perhaps, to see those kind of levels. Unless, of course, we see another one of those power-packed days like we had yesterday. Yesterday, the move started at 3 p.m. and, oh boy, it was a big one. So we'll see. Unlikely that we'll see a repeat, but who knows. 18,494 for now. Absolutely flat on the Nifty. Nigel.
Well, it's a quiet day, Prashant, but it'll be interesting to see, how things shape up, because there's a fair bit of action at around that 18,500 odd mark, and which way of 18,500 will it swing? That's the big question. The 18,500 call, the 18,500 put, both of them very, very active. The premium on each of those strikes are around 100 rupees odd. So, you just punch in those numbers. If someone is, doing the short straddle, they're eating the premium of the 18,500 put and 18,500 call. They're pocketing close to around 200 rupees. So the range is 200 rupees lower than 18,500, 200 rupees higher than 18,500. So 18,300 to around 18,700. That appears to be a broad range. Today is a day of consolidation, but what a run we have had. One would have thought we could have easily pulled back 50, 100 points odd. That's not happened. So par for the course, I'm thinking. Mangalam?
Par for the course, Nigel, for the frontline indices, but where I'm looking at, there's a big party going on, and that's the mid-cap end of things. You have nearly 2,000 stocks in the green for just about 950 in the red. So those advanced decline, red crisscross lines far away from each other as we go into the weekend. And this would be extremely heartening, primarily given the weakness that we saw, or rather the underperformance that we saw of the mid-cap index in the previous series, the November series, that is. And in December, usually when institutions buy less, or institutional activity is muted, a lot of people play the markets through the mid caps itself, and that's what's taking place today as well. Case in point, look at the stocks that are buzzing around. We have Indiabulls Housing Finance up 11.5% odd, L&T Fin Holdings up almost 6% odd. In the auto space, Prashant spoke about, Tata Motors is doing well, but just take a look at Tata Motors DVR up 9%. Most of the gains coming by in just the last half an hour or so. So we do have a bunch of stocks which are doing well, and Prashant did speak about, could there be that last hour flourish? I can tell you one thing, if there is a last hour flourish and we go to a record high on the Nifty today, then I will sing for you guys.
Sing? We'll want you to dance as well. Let's see.
Dance, then we can't dance alone. You'll have to join.
That'll come at 19,000. So, and asking for too much. Don't, but anyway, so that's a promise. We'll hold you to that, Mangalam.
Yeah, for that the market, promise, conditional promise.
All right. So, yeah, absolutely. And so let's quickly tell you what's lined up here on the show today over the next 60 minutes. We learned from sources that the Kirit Parikh panel, which is reviewing gas pricing mechanism, is likely to submit its report to the government soon. More details on the story coming up in a bit. As Nifty Bank trades at a record level, a complete analysis on its performance over the last few months, that's also coming up. And we'll talk all things market with Abhiram Elaswarupu of BNP Paribas India a little later on the show.
All right, so let's also get in some closing strategies coming in. How should you